Greetings, you wonderful villagers who have simply escaped the village for now, and welcome back after many years to Stonehearth with me, Alathrix, and of course, welcome to a full playthrough I am really looking forward to, but also really dreading. So for a quick rundown, for those who don't know what Stonehearth is, it is a village simulator in which you are trying to care for your lovely hearthlings, and it is a lot more one-to-one than games like Kingdoms and Castles, where in this case you have to specialise your hearthlings into military minds, or into crafters, into herbalists, brewers, loads of different jobs around the village, and you end up with only around about 20 to 30 of them depending on your computer specs, and it is a very vital you make them do things efficiently, which I am really bad at. Now, Stonehearth is a game which is very sandboxy, you build your own village, and there isn't really a technical end to the game, but there are certain milestones you can certainly meet, and that's what I'm trying to do throughout this run. So the basic rules I'm going with here, the things I need to complete are as follows. First of all, get to 30 hearthlings. This is harder than it sounds, and it is the maximum by default you are even allowed. You can go over that, but your computer will suffer for it. It is incredibly laggy when you have too many halflings. Secondly, I want to get every single job to a decent level. There are lots of jobs in the game, I want all of them to be available to us, all the recipes, so lots of different specialties need to be done, and the only exception there is the Geomancer, because that is a bit randomised if you actually get it or not, depending on a questline which sometimes doesn't even spawn in. And finally, I want to leave our village with everyone at least content, but most of them happy, and I want it to be easy enough to defend, so our military is strong enough that if I just left the village and walked away, it would never be destroyed by the invaders which will be attacking us, and of course, we will be playing on hard mode. So with all of that waffle out of the way, let's get into the game itself, finally. So this is the story of a brave band of settlers from the Ascendancy. A prosperous and industrious kingdom. Seeking new lands and adventure, they set off to... We're going to go with Temperate, this is the default map, since we're going with the Ascendancy, which is the default people. Because I haven't played this in so long, and there is so much to this mod which I have not seen, this is what we're going with. Still calling it the Ace mod, even though it's a lot more official now. A location that is sure to be, hard mode, a daunting place to start anew. So with this, there's going to be a lot more enemies, and they're going to have more health and attack, that's the main thing, so it's going to be a lot more difficult to survive. Also, I think it affects some other things, but that's the main difference. Enemies will be stronger, and the progression of challenges will be quicker and less merciful. Always be on your guard. Wounds and other effects can be very dangerous, or even lethal. You can get poisoned, you can get little scratches, and you can have complete failure of life in many different ways. That's a weird way of saying it. So you get to choose your starter halflings, you can just keep on re-rolling them, so I'll be right back once I have a setup I like. Forgot about the quirks as well. So the basic stats, Mind allows you to level up faster, you have Body, which gives you more health, more strength, and more speed, and then Spirit, which means you run away as fast, you can do more healing, and you also have a higher chance of crafting exceptional items if you're a crafter. These do more things than just that, but that's the general gist of things. So I could have carried on here for like hours and got the absolute perfect group by randomizing them. You can randomize individuals, but this is what we're going to stick with. I've just been re-rolling a few times, just generally. So we have a passionate carpenter, a passionate footman, and a passionate mason, which means they'll be happy simply getting those jobs. Sadly, this isn't the perfect footman. Their body is low and spirit is high, but not the best, which means they're not going to have particularly high health. But still, they're going to be incredibly happy with their job, and with the mason and the carpenter, we can hopefully make some money early on, because how you get population in this game is through money, your overall value, and having enough food, and then at the end of the day, you get a quick check. If you've met certain goals, you get a new halfling. But for now, we're just going to go with this. So we get to choose our starting loadout here, all the resources we get to begin with, and I think I'm going to go with the merchant caravan. We get 4 jobs straight off the bat, one of them being the footman in case that's needed. The trapper is good, though I probably won't use them for a while. The herbalist eventually becomes the cleric, so I really want that. And we also get the mason hammer. Now to be fair, we always get the carpenter, and the carpenter can make a lot of these, so we could just go with more food. which wouldn't be the worst idea. It would allow us to just focus on other things for a while. I'm kind of split between these two, though also a cook is really good. The cook is fantastic. The cook allows us to make people really happy really quickly. Also, that artwork is adorable, although you just noticed that. Money solves everything. Yep, the weaver is great at making money as well. And that much gold means we're pretty much guaranteed that first value hit. I think I'm going to stick with the merchant caravan. It's a more general purpose, I think, and we can make more stuff as we go anyway. Oh, I like this. Loads of minerals there, and we have a little body of water, which is cute. You know what? Sure, let's start off closer to more trees. We're going to need loads of trees to begin with, so all this is going to be cut down right there. And so, we begin. Now, bear in mind, there's going to be loads of quest dialogue and everything else. I will be skipping most of this just to show you what effects it has on our empire, because, well, this is going to be very long-winded as it is. There is a lot of depth to this game, even if it is a little bit abandoned right now by the devs, which is a shame. But hopefully, the game's in a very fun state as it is. So straight away, we've turned one of our people into a carpenter, and that's going to make them nice and happy. I'll be leaving the others for now until we have all the basics up and running. So, cutting down some trees, moving all these food bushes closer to town so we can actually harvest them reliably. They'll be our main food source for a while, and then we need to set up everything else. We need a herbalist, we need some houses with some beds so our people don't get too unhappy. There's a lot we need to do. And with only 5 people, it's going to take a while. Only the carpenter is actually going to be doing their job for a while. Please build me a carpenter's workbench and a splitting block when you can. A strange bird has arrived, and we're going to just skip straight to the banner. Essentially, this will allow us to decide the specialization of our colony, our settlement. Did I say empire earlier? Anyway, cunning is all about money. This is the merchant version. We have strength, which allows us to live underground nice and happily. People don't care about being cramped anymore, which is actually so nice in this game. It also just lets you build small houses. And then the banner of vitality, which increases how much you get from plants. Now, here's the thing. I have done the other two loads. The Banner of Cunning and the Banner of Strength, I absolutely love both of them. I never go with the Banner of Vitality. So that's what we're going to go with this time, purely for a bit of a change of pace for me. And we are Lath Farms. So with the Banner of Vitality, trees produce more wood, plants and crops both grow faster, and plants get 2 times their normal appeal, making the area happier, because people will eventually be very upset unless we have tapestries and everything else, but with this, we should be able to just plant flowers. Ta-da! So for now, our people are very happy. This is mostly because of the pioneering spirit. Since we've only just started the game, for 2 days everyone gets this lovely bonus. That will go away fairly quickly. Now thankfully with the carpenter, they do love their job, which is a +8, which is way more than I expected. So that's lovely. So their movement speed is increased. If they get unhappy, movement speed decreases, and I think other things can happen as well. So that's why we need to start building houses as well very, very soon. The good thing as well with building a house is it does increase the value of your town. If we go over here, we can see we have the net worth and then the edibles, which is of course just our food. So right now it's all coming from inventory. We have no agriculture and no building, so I think we should just go ahead and build our first building. It's going to be just a carpenter's hut somewhere here. Now we do have pre-built templates, and honestly, they're quite nice. So this is the carpenter's house by default, and yeah, I am tempted to go with that. As our first building, I think I might just go with the template, and then I'll start building custom ones after this. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, let's build that. And you can build from scratch, by the way, as in every last little detail is all yours to play around with. There's loads you can do. But yeah, for this very first one, we're just going to go with the standard. Wow, I drastically underestimated the value of buildings. This is just the floor, and it's already added 70. So we're not going to hit the net worth today, but we'll definitely get it tomorrow, which means we'll get a new person tomorrow. I think as well today I probably should hire a footman, because likely we will be under attack soon. If we don't have a footman, we just lose. Though we could just wait until we are under attack this first time. Oh, it's going to be so close. This house is tiny. I'd have built it much bigger than this. Though I guess it is only going to house 1 bed. But even so. So when you build a building, what happens is all of the stuff it wants will automatically be given to your tradesmen. So all of these automatically got placed in the list, and these are all things our carpenter's going to build. Hey everyone, Future Lathrix here, just to say that this has been an extreme experience recording this over the last week. Stonehearth has already showed me all the things I love about the game, in addition to a few quirky moments. I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for the support lately for these one-off videos. It is exactly what I want to record, and the likes and comments and all the interaction is what enables me to continue to make these videos on the channel. As you can tell, they take a very long time to put together and can be algorithm poison unless they get enough interaction. So again, a huge thank you to all of the support, and now back into the game where eventually we try and flood things. So we need to level up the carpenter to finish this house, but that's fine. For now, though, I do want this house to be only for the carpenter. A shared bed makes people less happy, after all. Now, currently, the wrong person's sleeping there, but next time only the carpenter will be allowed to sleep there, making the carpenter even happier than they already are. So what do we do next, then, while we're waiting around for the carpenter to level up? Well, I think it's about time we get a farmer, because that way we can start moving into flowers and everything else. And I also want to start digging into the dirt and everything over here to eventually get some stone so we can have our mason. We should also finally make a soldier. So well done, you can now be happy. I also made you a shield a second ago, so you'll have a shield and a sword, making you a bit more tanky considering your low health. You can let them dual wield and you can get them two-handed weapons, but considering how low health he is, yeah, sword and board, definitely. She is the happiest creature. Now, do we get a new person? Yes, we definitely do. In a moment, we'll get the daily summary, and we'll get our brand new hearthling. The daily update, and we get our first brand new person. So, who are you? 5 of mind, 4 of body, 3 of spirit. You're a pretty good general purpose person. You like the cold and you like the night. Oh, you like me. I like you. Fantastic. Actually, I might make you our new farmer then. Honestly, with that high mind stat, we can get you leveled up nice and quickly. Yeah, straight away, brand new person. Guess what? You are our new farmer. Unless we have... Oh, no. You have green thumbs, which I believe lets food grow faster. I'm not sure exactly how that works. But at the same time, 6 of body, 5 of mind... Sorry, 5 of spirit. I probably want you to be a soldier eventually, so... Or maybe even the cleric. So no, I think the new person is still going to be the farmer. Oh yeah, forgot about all these systems now. So, you don't want that much daylight. I don't really know where I can put you then. We're kind of out in the open, so... If I put you here next to the trees, does that count? Yes, it does. In fact, that's perfect now. So that'll make this grow faster because it's in this little shaded area. I guess we could just leave these trees. We don't need much in the shade. I think the most efficient way still is just building farms like this, weirdly, because you don't have the spaces in between, but I really hate how that looks. But at the same time, I would like efficiency at the moment, so you know what? Sure. Grow some turnips and grow some carrots. The first building was actually finished, so there we go, we have our little carpenter's hut next to a simple house. Once again, it's just the basic blueprints, so we're going to have a couple of the simple houses. I'm fairly certain these will count as cramped for our people, though I'm not entirely sure. Yes, very cramped environment. But I'm fairly certain that negative only lasts while they're in there, so they should be happy afterwards because they slept on a bed, I think. We may get a new person tomorrow. Thankfully, the berries just came into season, and I'm still planting these farms, so eventually these will be loads of food. And remember, this looks like a small farm, but essentially we're doubling the output of the area because of how we're planting them. Because of those annoying spaces in between simply vanish when you do this. Oh, 1 of body, 1 of spirit, wants to be a footman. I'm sorry, you are never getting your dream. We really need to ramp up this housing thing, so I'm surprised we haven't been under attack. I did a very quick test run of the game for like 10 days worth, just to make sure I had the very basics down. And I got attacked like 3 times. This has been a very pleasant experience in comparison to that. Just building our first road now as well. As you can imagine, hearthlings on roads have increased speed. I'm going to be building my first custom building over here. It's going to be a tower-like house with multiple layers and hopefully up to 4 beds. And it's going to have a door up here and a door down here. Essentially, it's a weird hybrid of a tower and communal housing. Do you want to live here? Probably not. Our farmer has just reached level 2, which means now I can start planting some flowers. So these aren't actually harvestable, sadly, but it doesn't really matter how slow they grow, since once I've planted them, I'm leaving them. But because we're going with the whole farming type of village, these should provide loads and loads of aesthetic, which will make people very, very happy. We can actually check that in just 1 second to see how that works. Again, doesn't really matter about all those stats, as long as they do grow, which by looks like they will. There we go, the appeal. Let's have a look-see. So bushes are worth loads. I think farming stuff's worth some. In fact, loads as well, and these flowers will be worth absolutely breathtaking amounts. Need to align some of these better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little overhang here as well, with some supports. And then we can put some storage up here and maybe make this the section for the trapper. So eventually we are going to need the trapper, because they will also give us pelts. And with those leathers we can build other things. Something like that. Yeah, actually I think this will look alright in the end once it's all cleaned up a bit. It's going to stick out a bit, but it is going to be able to house, I'm thinking 6+ people. Genuinely, I don't mind this too much. It's a bit over the top, but yeah, it's going to house most of our people for now. We can do more stuff on the sides later once it's actually built. This is already going to take absolutely ages. No errors? Fantastic. Sometimes if you've built things wrong or into other stuff, it'll give you an error, and honestly, I was so nervous about the back section of that. Well, this is going to be their work for the next month. Well, we're under attack for the very first time by some stonelings. Okay, there we go. So we have 2 footmen now as well. They really look like they could be siblings. Same eye colour as well? Yeah, same eye colour, same hair colour. Our little footman siblings. Wonderful. I get a brand new person joining Lath Farms. 4, okay, so you're pretty general purpose? Lovely. Right now, honestly, we could just do more workers. We really need the herbalist soon. So, our people are healing naturally, but incredibly slowly. Yep, ever since starting to talk about this fellow's healed by 3 now. That takes a very long time, and if they were more badly damaged, I imagine they'd need more care, so the herbalist will provide that by making health potions in addition to bandages and everything else. The thing is, I actually don't know how to grow herbs in this game anymore. It used to be just an option from the farmer, but now we have the decorative flower field, but that isn't harvestable. Also, I think I've gave the farmer too much to do, because again, I kind of forgot how efficient building like this is, so they're not building any of the flowers. Might need a second farmer, but I think I'll wait until this building's done, because we need everyone to build this. An explorer approaches your town. Hello, Lath Farms! I am an explorer from far to the east who deals in various amounts of trade and collection. Recently, I found 2 autonomous cricket golem just sitting next to the road. I'm not sure who left them there, but they're quite helpful at cleaning up. I don't have much use for them myself, but a nearby village said they're in need of 4 wooden mangers. I will be relaxing nearby for 4 days. Would you be interested to trade? Yes. However, let's have a quick look, see how you even make those. So search, so there it is. Oh, nice, very easy. You know what, I'll make 6 just in case we end up using one for something. I've now realized how cute those are for the animals. Let's put that right at the top, and let's accept. The golems are fantastic. All they can do is move stuff around. That's all they do. But look at how much random rubbish we have lying around. So they'll grab that wood and take it to the stockpile. They'll grab the food we're just putting on the floor. They are so nice. Ooh, why are you upset? What's happened? Slept on the ground. Okay, well, yeah, the meals are kind of awful for now since we don't have a chef. But at least I will be able to fix the sleeping on the ground thing very soon. Decided to give in and I've just made one more farmer, so this way we can clear up all this and start putting down the plants and making people happy that way. Now building the last level of the tower. We'll have to manually add the beds later. I didn't want to overwork the craftsman too much. Okay, so a member of the Astrologer Guild arrived, and also some wolves arrived, which apparently were just too far to aggro, and some undead, so the attacks are definitely becoming way more common, thankfully both spawning one stuck and one too far away. But with the Astrologer Guild member, apparently during the shooting stars, a meteorite landed and is right over here. It was smoking until mere moments ago. And now, once we get a blacksmith, apparently we can turn it into something useful. So, that's something new, which I have certainly not seen before. Lovely. Do we want to send our footmen to just take out these before they cause problems? Oh god, they have so much health. You know what? No. Hard mode. In hard mode, enemies have more armor and health. Yeah, I can see that. No, we're going to ignore those for a while. Because that is way too much. Hey, finally planting the flowers. Lovely. That's going to give so much happiness to people, I think. It's pleasing already, and I imagine once it's fully grown, it'll give more than just 4. Excellent, the building's finished, and now I'm going to ask them to build some more beds, and then from the beds, we can finally put, I think, most of the halflings in their own sleeping quarters. Well, it's going to be shared sleeping quarters, but still not on the floor. Then we'll just try and make the rooms happier as well. Apparently, as few of these fellas are saying that they're having really good dining experiences, which is interesting. There we go, breathtaking dining. So I assume they've been eating in some of these houses, because I think some of them have, yeah, eating areas. And I think they're getting some happiness from the plants outside. That's definitely how we're going to get most of our happiness, just putting down these adorable plants absolutely everywhere. What is that? What are you talking to the spirit cat about? Also, what is the spirit cat? Who is Coda? I mean, Coda is adorable, but you're getting a bonus here for whoa, yeah, it's going up quick. What's happening? Booped. Pleasant haunting. An adorable little ghost kitten wanted some scritches. Oh, that is sickeningly adorable. Okay, also we've just finally built our mason. We've also finally allowed our mason to become a mason. So we need them to level up because there's loads of things I want. For instance, the cook spoon. Being able to turn some of our food into better food would instantly get our people happier. So that's definitely something I want. But for now, not much really they can do. So you know what? Try and make 30 of these. And let's dig out our mine some more, please. You know what though, let's make it go lower, so let's just make a staircase out of the rock itself, and eventually we should actually hit some rock. A little bit lower, then we'll go deeper into the hill as well. Finally specialising our people, so less of them are just standard workers, so now we have, I'm assuming they're going to pop out of here in a moment, but now we have our first trapper, so what I've done is I've set down an area over here where we can start trapping animals, which bit brutal, admittedly, but this will give us both a different type of food in the form of some meat, and it will also give us pelts, both of which I really, really want. Now, probably not going to get a person today. No, we need some more food. Do we need a new farmer? We are gaining food, but honestly, slowly. Maybe one more farmer would do it. Though, maybe it's just because the workers aren't picking these and they're doing everything else I'm telling them to do, which, to be fair, is quite a few things. Oh, I mean, it's mean, but at least we're getting some additional food now. Trapper, it's right over there. Stop just standing there being happy. It's weirdly menacing. No, stop! I just don't like it. I've made a third farmer because I want to start growing some silkweed now so we can get our tailor, because we need all that kind of stuff for merchants and everything else. So we can start selling stuff and not have so much inventory. There it goes, about its business. Lovely! Yeah, we need the Golem Mancer as soon as we can, because making more golems is so cool. You can have fighting golems and mining golems and everything. For now, though, it's just gonna store food for us. We really do need that cook, and that's the main reason why I need to level up the mason. That, and some better weapons. I want to make a better shield, can't I? Or is that just the blacksmith? Yeah, the blacksmith also is the evolution of the mason, so really want to level everything up as soon as possible. The wolf finally moved too close and attacked one of our farmers, and so we're going to have to cull them. Now, attacking them, I didn't realise this thing was so literal. Hothead. Yep, he's on fire and now dealing plus 15% damage because of it. He will not flee, however, so even if he's low health, he's going to be just completely destroyed. Nope, could you please both focus on a single enemy? That would be great. I wonder if it's upon taking damage, since that didn't happen the first time we used him to attack someone. Well, got some bones and got some wolf jerky. Well done, you two. Though you are quite badly hurt, and this is why we really need to build that herbalist, like, right now. A goblin has approached. The goblin approaches, revealing herself to be a bit shorter than expected. Bones! Bones! She shouts in a playful, almost childish voice. Bones! She continues. She seems to be harmless. She's clearly happy about it, hopping around in circles. Bones! Bones! Many bones! Suddenly, a stern... What is that voice? Suddenly, a stern yet compassionate halfling voice rumbles nearby. There you are, Ratley. So, yeah. We've just met Ratley. So after a very long chat, it seems like he was part of the library. He has now left the library because he's taking care of the goblin. The goblin may have had a family once, which sounds like it may have been killed by him, because, you know, goblins are normally very vicious. So, they need some bones, because they're going to be camping nearby. And of course we're going to give them any free bones we have. Good, he exclaims before turning around. We'll be nearby. Stay warm. They start walking away. Bones for Ratley. And instantly complete. Ratley is very happy. She quickly grabs the materials. Behind her, the halfling is finishing setting up the camp. Ratley, thank them for the gift. She looks back before continuing. Bones! Okay, have fun. So, are they actually somewhere nearby then? Like, physically, or was that just a really random encounter? Oh, there they are, look. Yep, officially one of the cutest things ever. Also, more enemies spawned in, some of these dire wolves, which are looking pretty fearsome, but once again, they can't reach us. They keep spawning in really bad locations, so as long as we don't build any ladders there, we're okay. I think we've avoided like 4 fights. We've only had to fight off 2 invasions out of 6. Which I'm okay with, because it means I've been very peacefully just farming away. Oh, look at my little golems doing their work. So cute. Okay, we've changed one of our farmers into an apprentice cook. This is the one with the highest spirit, so I think that will also work with food. Like the odds of actually making higher quality food. So, what we need is the cooking pot. What else we really need is a dining room somewhere. So I'm thinking maybe here, just next to the food, and that way we can move all this food storage into a building here. Doesn't have to be too big. Yeah, build it there, build a little area for the cook to stay in, make it all nice and pretty inside, lots of flowers on the outside, which do affect the inside as well. That's why at the moment, we are pretty neutral, despite the fact we have no good food and a lot of amenities are missing. We just have very pretty aesthetics thanks to all the flowers blooming everywhere. So, this is kind of how we have things set up at the moment. So, loads of storage in here, 2 of the cooking stations, there will be more later, loads of places to sit, and then we're going to have flowers around the outside, which should help out a lot, and some lanterns on the inside, making it a pleasant place to eat. So now, we just need to quickly add these. And by these, I mean the roof. Because apparently people don't like eating in the rain too much. An invader has approached and even attacked one of our doors. And this is the smaller variety, apparently. We're still very much in the early game at this point, and... Oh, you're poisoned. Weak poison. A weak, non-lethal poison will last some hours. Okay, so it will go away by itself, which is good, because I still don't have the herbalist. I'm waiting for a new person. I need someone with high spirit. Since eventually you'll also become our cleric, and spirit affects healing. Well, let's got some meat out of it. Nice little golem. Okay, so because we were kind to our friends in the north, Ratley and the Hearthling, we are now going to send one of our masons with them on a hunting trip, which will teach them bone carving. So, thank you. Supplies for the trip. So, we need some, well, prepared food we'll have soon. I'm hoping this isn't timed. Prepared food we'll have soon, and hopefully, since we're about to get a new person, this person will have high enough spirit that we will want them to be our new herbalist, and therefore our new potion producer. I was going to say something different then, but I couldn't remember what I was going to say. I've already been playing for several hours at this point. This game is slow-paced, but really addictive. Okay, please, high spirit, that's all I care about. High health would also be good, but let's see. 3. Oh, 1 body, 3 spirit, 5 mind. Okay, you're still going to become our new herbalist. Even if you're not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But on the upside, with the high mind stat, they will level up very quickly, which is good since we don't really have a good supply of herbs at the moment. So every little bit of experience is very important. Perfect, okay, so we have some of the basic stuff already set up. Some people are already eating here, in fact. So let's maintain some food. Let's maintain 40 tasty vegetable stews at any given moment. That's worth loads. It does take 2 of any vegetable and then 1 of any hearty vegetable. This takes any seasoning. We actually have no seasonings, no. Oh, we do have savoury meat stew as well. This food provides 6 meager meals. Appeal 1. But isn't that just like appeal like flowers and everything else? Wow, there's loads of things we can make eventually. Chef specials. Ooh, some of them have bonuses. Okay, so we really want to level up our hero then. Our hero, our cook. Tasty bug stew. Raw bug meat. This one gives a warm tummy. This halfling is protected from chilly and cold weather for some time. Damage from freezing weather is slightly reduced. So that's good. And it's interesting they all have different bonuses. Oh, look at that. From hot weather. Yes, so we want seasoning then. How do we produce seasoning? I have absolutely no idea. That's something we'll need to look up then, because I just don't know how to make this. Oh, condiments. As a seasoning, as a seasoning. Okay, so it's all these up here then. Garlic, vinegar. Oh, there's loads of stuff we need to figure out then. Okay, well, for now, this is all too high level anyway. Let's just stick with making a load of veggie stew. Finally set up our herbalist, so what we're going to do is set up some flowers here. These are all available for harvesting. And they'll grow slowly, but at least we'll get something here. So these are renewable herbs, which will allow us to start healing properly. Okay, so we have prepared food. Now we need the actual tonics, which we still can't really make at the moment since we just lack any potions. Sorry, any herbs themselves. We also need the stone cauldron, so we need some stone. Which we should be getting soon. I'm sending some people into the mines. Now that we have prepared food, there is no one unhappy. For a second, a few of them were unhappy, but now 2 of them are merry, and the rest are decent. Everyone is content. On top of that, our herbalist just leveled up, so now they can make the tome. So as soon as I get some more bright bell, we're going to have a cleric. Which really makes our fighting force a lot stronger, so we can start clearing out some of these wolves and grabbing more stuff. So far, though, things have been really weirdly peaceful. I don't trust him. A goblin with a fancy hat swaggers into town. Okay, so we can either accept this, or they will attack us. Now, here's the thing. I've noticed something weird. When you try to make the stone cauldron, which I've been trying to do for a while, it's then requesting marble stone, so I think there's a little bit of a mistake here. I don't think it requires normal stone, I think it requires marble stone. Which means I can't make that because I have no idea where the marble sprout flowers are. So I definitely can't currently accept this, so we're going to decline. Which means soon we're going to be attacked. Now, thankfully, we now have 3 soldiers. And, yep, as soon as we have those, the bright bell flowers, we should be able to make ourselves the cleric's tome as soon as someone actually collects these. So we're also going to have a cleric. There we go! We have a cleric. Only level 1, but still, so we really want to level these people up before the attack, so I'm finally going to clear out these wolves. Now, I have a theory that these wolves are actually what's preventing a lot of attacks on our town, and the reason is I think it's preventing other things from spawning in. I could be so wrong there. Oh look, the goblins are attacking with the wolves. Let's send absolutely everyone against the ranged fella. Hopefully we don't draw aggroes, we get past. Perfect. Oh, poison darts. Yep, definitely the right call. Destroy them. Lovely. Now, clerics here, healing. Take out all the goblins first if you can. I'm not going to direct you right now. I think you're doing fine. Wow, super glad we have the healer because this was not a nice fight. And now clearing up the wolves. An enemy, yes, we're fighting them, in fact. Did you just do an attack? Wait, since when do clerics have a ranged attack? That's awesome. I thought this hit things with the book. Like in melee, that's really neat. You're also not the best healer, considering your spirit, but still. I think it's spirit which dictates how you heal. I might be wrong. Ooh. Lots of very cool stuff, like weakening enemies and bolstering allies. Lovely, though. So there we go. I'm tempted to make another cleric, or we'll definitely want a new herbalist anyway, and I'll wait until we have an actual high spirit person. Where are you running to, anyway? I still hear combat music. Oh, there's wolves up here. Guys, please don't attack the wolves over there. There is no need for that. I'll try and keep them away for as long as I can. Hopefully they'll forget about it. So I was right. Spirit affects compassion, and compassion, every 10 points, increases direct healing amount by 1. So yeah, we definitely want a higher healing thing. Also, the combat music is now looping because I guess we've seen these wolves. That's annoying. Our mine has finally hit stone. I really should have just built the mine up here, I think, into stone, but we're finally gathering stone. Still need to figure out where the marble sprout flowers come from, though, because until I have this cauldron, I can't make healing potions, and I can't send my mason off to do that whole bone event. That sounded wrong, but you know what I mean. The weird bone carving thing. 6 of body, 5 of spirit, you'll make a great knight or a great cleric. For now, cleric. So what we need to do is get a blacksmith. Now, it turns out blacksmiths aren't the advancement from masons, like I thought they were. They're just their own thing, but we do require a blacksmith hammer, so we do still need to get some metal, I think. How do you make the blacksmith hammer? Yep, it requires iron ore, so hopefully our mine will eventually give us that stuff so we can get more elite members of our military. Okay, so we have the small healing tonics. Let's make 5 for now. And then we have the healing potions, which the combatants actually take with them. We also need to start making antidotes, but I don't know where to get noxious herbs from. Interesting. Quickly putting together a nice herbalist house, finally. Also, I've noticed throughout this video, after looking at the footage, I'm swapping my pronunciation of herbalist every time I say it. In the UK, it's herbalist, but I'm sure in a lot of other places it's herbalist, with the H not being pronounced. And now I've noticed that, it's really weird. Like, either way is fine, but I'm using both, and I don't know why. So these window planters should bring a lot of happiness to the people around, especially since we're next to the farm, so I'm going to try and have as many flowers as possible, as you can imagine, considering it's the Herbalist House. Where should I put this? This game's just so chill and slow-paced. I don't really like the windows on here, honestly. Maybe just one double instead. For once, I'm actually going to have some storage space in this thing. Yeah, I think that's cute enough. I've gone a bit overboard with the windows. Oh, this area's a bit bland, isn't it? Well, I guess since we have a loft, we can have a couple of these, or a single. Let's pop it there. Sure. It's just something else, I suppose. Okay, there we go. That's going to be our Herbalist House. It even has a bed in there for them. Build. So what I need next is a tailor. That way we can start making better furniture and everything, because right now I just don't have the resources to make things like comfier beds. That make people a lot happier. Though saying that, our happiness is really good. Oh, a dangerous goblin! Ooh, was I correct about the wolves? First invasion in a while. Outside the scripted one. Is that the cleric on their own? Okay, cleric, get back. You know what? Cleric, stop fighting. Please don't let them attack the villagers. Yes, I'm aware there's an enemy. Are they destroying our stuff? They're just being incredibly annoying. Like, surely that isn't worth your life. Just being annoying. Apparently to them it is. Well, this is an easy fight. Why does everything just want to destroy our stuff? I think we're committing a war crime here. This was just a builder. But it was a goblin camp just outside our own camp, and yeah, we had to deal with it. A little bit mean there. Tiny little bit mean. Well, the camp's been dealt with anyway. And it's now autumn by the looks of things as the trees change colour. How pretty. Almost finished the house, just waiting for a few planters. So, what I need to do is build loads of these, the large herbalist planters. For now, I'm just going to put down a row of them here in the middle of nowhere, but I'm going to be putting them around the actual herbalist house very soon. But we really need more bright bell. I need some sleep, apparently. We have our weaver. Fantastic. So, straight away, let's make sure we always have 20 spools of thread ready. We'll also level them up quite a lot. From there, we can make some leather, which we really need for some other designs. Ooh. Awesome. Well, should have made you a lot sooner. Now, is it you who can make the merchant stand, or is it just your stuff and then the carpenter? Because we really need merchants, I'm thinking that's how we get some of the other herbs and everything else. Just a regular market booth, yeah, requires bolts and cloth. So as soon as you can, I'd love 3 of those. Probably should have done that sooner as well. I'm sure people who've played Stonehearth more than me are looking at the order of things I've done and just been utterly confused. An official-looking fellow is here, apparently, Mr. Burlyhands. I came out personally to help you on your last step towards being a true settlement of the Ascendancy. You've grown large enough now that it's time to choose what hearth shall represent your town, as is tradition. Indeed, hearths have served as shining beacons for towns all the way back to the Phoenix Empire. Would love to know more about the Phoenix Empire. Their glow attracts settlers and prosperity, and the peculiar qualities of the chosen hearth reflect where a town finds its value. For instance, a Hearth of Cheer is for those who believe that a town's value is found in being a happy home for its citizens. A Hearth of Makers, on the other hand, is for those who believe that a town's value is its work, and that its work is best measured in gold. Finally, a Hearth of Glory is for those who believe their destiny is to stand strong in a hostile world, as the Knight Cid did at the founding of the Ascendancy. Cheer, Glory, or Makers. The choice is entirely yours. Envision what your town will one day be and follow that beacon into the future. Oh, okay, I actually can't remember what these do in terms of bonuses. So we have the Hearth of Cheer, boosts daily update net worth based on your overall morale of your citizens. Each day brings a new random buff for your townsfolk. That sounds really nice, and an exclusive market stall. Ooh, the Crop Seed Boxes Merchant. So straight away, that's all to do with farming and everything else, which is definitely our main thing at the moment. Also, I'm now realising this really needs to be cleaned up. That's the next main project. Anyway, after being distracted, the Makers generates 5% daily interest on any gold coins you have on hand, which currently is 0 because we still haven't built a single market stall. Boosts your daily update net worth based on gold coins on hand. Exclusive market stall, rare and collectible statues. And finally, the Hearth of Glory allows summoning increasingly difficult enemies to prove your mettle. Each rank defeated will boost daily update net worth, exclusive market stall, disposable traps, and turrets merchant. I mean, I wanted to go with the Hearth of Cheer, but turrets? I can't, in all good conscience, go with the Hearth of Glory. I really want to, but the whole theme of this town so far is happiness. Because we can bring so much aesthetic with the flowers so easily, we already have like 6 people merry, and that's so easy to do. So that random buff as well, I don't know how good that is. Maybe that is utterly brokenly strong. It's what we're going with, because I normally wouldn't choose it, and that's what we're doing today. Okay, so instantly complete. Look, instantly complete, 'cause how happy our people are. Beautiful. Oh, we get some new templates as well. I mean, I don't want to build more custom stuff, but I guess I'll get that in a little while. Oh, looks like our hearth's about to be upgraded. People are gathering around. New titles constantly being established. Ta-da! The Hearth of Cheer. So I guess we'll get the buff tomorrow then. Good old strip mining. If we're lucky, we'll find a vein of iron. So far, we are getting little bits of iron here and there. What is with the weird noises I can hear? Oh yeah, you're still waiting. We'll sort out that soon. Okay, this caravanner wishes to trade us and give us rice. We accept. So how much do I actually need to give him? Animal fodder. Okay, I know to make everything there except for animal fodder, so I think you automatically get asked to make that. No, you don't. Okay, that's fine. Make a couple of those just in case. The woven supply basket is nice and easy. Don't know why I didn't just put down 4 there, but apparently that's just how I'm going to make this. And then the animal fodder. I'm guessing that's from the chef. Or not. How do you make animal fodder? Well, dwarves now need things as well. We're getting loads of little mini-quests here. Sure. What do you need? Healing tonics, light bandages, rough salves, and... oh, that's gonna be a pain. Why have you not made the blacksmith hammer if apparently you can make it? Our trapper is now going to become a shepherd. So it's the shepherd who makes the animal fodder. Well, soon she'll turn into one anyway, so then we can make the animal fodder. There we are. So shepherd, and we need you. We need you. Can't make you just yet, that's going to be a while. And there's the animal fodder. And as soon as I place them, I'll make quite a few. In fact, let's maintain 10. And then we'll sort out actually getting some animals. Since now I can put down an animal pasture and choose our things. Oh, we can go with ducks. Kind of want to go with ducks. Rabbits will give us pelts. Ducks will give us food. I want multiple shepherds. I want many animals. And thanks to the happiness bonus, we get a new person. But first, my first ever merchant. How lovely. Okay, so let's have a look. See then. Golden gourds, barley, pear. Ooh. Ah, well, see, at the moment, I don't actually have any gold. So I need to figure out things I can make to sell. Ooh. Well, you know what? We have loads of that, so let's sell some of our food so we can get some pears. Tumbleweed, interesting. Corn, I think I can already grow that. Chestnuts, I think I can already grow. I can definitely already grow that. Don't think I can grow barley. Okay, neat. Interesting as well. Merchant will pay more for this. Very cool. We have a merchant here who's selling loads of bone items, which is creepy, admittedly, but we did just buy a huge two-handed axe. And I can buy some shields and stuff as well. Very neat. Okay, where's my strongest footman? At least highest level. That'll be you, right? You're the strongest in terms of actual body, so I want you to probably stick around. No, you I want to turn into a knight. So you instead, I'm going to hopefully give you a two-handed weapon. Plus 26 attack, whereas a normal practice sword is only plus 10 attack. And that's better than just the wooden shield, right? I think so. Anyway, now we can start making some armor and stuff. So for now, just basic stuff. Upgraded worker outfit. Let's make a few of those when you can. Oh, that's cute. Backpacks, sure. We have a little duck. So this is going to be our pasture. I'm putting down some bedding. In fact, you know what? Let's actually have some more space between them. That's fine. So I'll turn this into a little shelter very soon, and I'm assuming I need to completely block this off, but at the moment, the duck seems perfectly content. Just being here. And hopefully the shepherd will get some more soon. Aww. Well, that's adorable. Well, our mason has returned from his little journey, so now we should have some other stuff. Yep, new bone carving recipes from our mason. I'm now building a blacksmith house over here. This is just the one from the templates, because honestly it is absolutely gorgeous. And I'll try and make a custom building next, which will be another one of the trades buildings. I'm thinking for the weaver. We need to start sorting out all the storage and everything, so it's all being stored in the correct places. At the moment, it's just basically all just in the general purpose area, which I now realise isn't even symmetrical. We now have 2 ducks. I'm assuming you'll eventually feed them, unless... Do I need a specific thing? We did have those troughs before, which I think I still have somewhere. Used by shepherds to serve food. Aha, okay, well, it's a good job I finally read that then, eh? We're constantly under attack now by small raiding parties like this, but thankfully, our military is decent enough to simply remove them. Duck. Duck, adorable baby duck. Rabbit. One of you isn't meant to be here, but I'm not gonna send you away. You're just too adorable. Ah, you're all soaked. Okay, this is what I'll do next. We've just finished off the blacksmith house like a moment ago. What I do need, though, is still just some more basic housing. I also need to change these farms. I hate how this section looks. It's so clustered. I'm thinking build a fence around here and then make it look proper all here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. What is the wolf doing? Maybe we should just leave it alone. We also now have our first archer, and very soon we should have our first knight. Oh, actually, with the archers as well, we can give them unique arrows, which can slow them down or make them bleed, I believe. As for bonuses, today is the day of Mending, which gives 40 health every hour to our lovely hearthlings. It'd be a good day to go to war, basically. You've reached 20 citizens! Congratulations! Your town has become a solid community. A performance-related warning: more citizens mean more AI processing, lower spec computers may experience increased hitching, lag, and idling citizens. Yeah, I'm aware. That's why we're going for 30 in this run, though so far the game's running absolutely fine. Oh, a little baby rabbit! Sorry, but that is very cute. Oh, look how many chicks we have as well. Ducklings. I love them. I love them all so much. Do you want to be part of the group as well? You can. It's interesting they don't just run away. I thought you'd need to enclose it. That's why I built this, and then I was going to build some fences here. Didn't actually need it. Whoa! I need more soldiers. These just spawned. Thankfully too far away, but they are horrifying. Their health is ridiculous. Yeah, more military, please. The rabbit people are here, so I have been trading with a mysterious hooded figure who constantly wanted vegetables. And of course, they are a rabbit person. Two long ears spill out, the rabbit person shaking their head a little as they straighten out. Honourable greetings, I am Sasha Lightfoot of the 23rd Warren of Amberstone. I apologise for the deception, but it was deemed necessary. Your clan has proven gracious, and your garden savoury. Many of my kin mistrust the progeny of monkey. But I feel we must extend a poorer friendship. Hello and welcome, of course. I leave you with a parting gift of these stone-cut lanterns. May they light your path in the darker times ahead. The visitor presents you with several odd ornate stone lanterns, and then departs, disappearing into the foliage with practiced speed. Thank you. We'll get to do more stuff to do with the rabbit people later. Making some better armour for our people, and also going to make some spiky quivers to slow down enemies. Burly Hands is back. Aw, are you just happy there with the little duckling? I mean, I can't blame them. I used to have pet chickens, and I swear they are the cutest things at times, so I assume ducks will be the exact same. Anyway, hello again, Lath Farms. Glad to see you are all still going strong, not that I expected any different. In fact, I've brought some folks along with me this time. I'll let them introduce themselves and tell you why they've come. The clergy. My greetings, my name is Ember, and I am a missionary from the Church of Plenty. We would be delighted to have a settlement such as yours count amongst... Oh, okay, so we get to specialise again now. There's the Church's adage that fortune favours the kind, and blessed fountains of plenty are truly a blessing to the mind, body, and spirit of a town's citizens. Please consider showing the world that your town will be one of kindness by building a shrine of the Church's design. Dedicating a Fountain of Plenty will grant all of your townsfolk a +1 boost to mind, body, and spirit. Oh, +1 to every stat? That's pretty awesome. Gonna be hard to beat. Okay, so the next one is the Guildmaster. I'm Murak. Nice to meet you. It tickles my whiskers to see a settlement like yours assembled from nothing in no time at all. Actually, it's been very long. I've been very slow, honestly. The very Ascendancy itself was built with saw and hammer by fine craftsfolk like yourself, and that's why the guild means so much to me and why I wanted to pay you a visit. The Crafters Guild. We believe that the skill of an artisan must be respected, and their work celebrated. We at the Guild would love to sanction this township as one fit to pursue mastery in the crafts, and after all, only we can truly know masterwork when we see it. Dedicating a tribute to the Guild Master's skill will grant the ability to create masterwork quality furniture and decorations, which are considerably better than those of excellent quality. That's a lot of money, but not too interesting. And finally, the military one. Okay, skip the first bit 'cause it's a bit long-winded. A township dedicated to Sid's valorous example can serve as an anchor for the whole region, and embolden new settlers to forge their own new outposts. If you would choose to build a memorial to Sid, the Guard would be happy to share some of our knowledge of arms with you, as part of the dedication ceremony. Ooh, higher tier weapons. Well, at the moment, we can't even afford just the basic stuff for the knight. So you know what? I don't think it's much of a choice here. I'm just going to go straight with the Fountain of Plenty for the church. This township shall show generosity and kindness to the needy. Blesses all citizens with +1. Yeah, that's just so good. Okay, so we need to actually build the Fountain of Plenty then. So there's the Fountain of Plenty. It requires 2 donation boxes, which the cook can make, and then 2 golden ingots. I actually do know where some gold is, but now it's being guarded by the bears. Oh, actually, no, it isn't, but still. I'm hoping we'll just get a merchant at some point, because, yeah, at some point a merchant will arrive which sells metals, so we can just wait for that for the time being. Oh. Obviously, we're not going to accept... Actually, that's very little. No, decline. Goodbye. Oh, nice. You can actually encourage certain things. Yeah, so raw resources will definitely bring some things like metals. So... Don't care about wilderness. Do like agriculture. Don't really care about building. Do like defense. Artisans are interesting. You're both not really what I want at the moment. Ah, so I can only disable 3 and encourage 3. In that case, let's just go like that. Hopefully tomorrow, we'll get someone selling some metal. Okay, so this huge building here is going to house at least 4 people. In addition to that, it's going to be for our weavers. Because we are going to need more than just the single one. I was hoping to get away with just a single weaver, but yeah, that's just not happening. It's taking so long to make anything, because everything's a multi-step process. Okay, all hangs out by 1. Great. Yeah, I think this is going to look fine once I add all the windows and decorations. Maybe 5 people can sleep here. Ooh, this is the first fight, which isn't going perfectly. Yeah, almost lost one of our footmen then. We really need that knight. Are those 2 archers just fighting in melee? Sure. These things have a lot of health. I think once we're done with that building, what we're gonna do... Okay, you need to run to these guys. Once I'm done with the building, I'm going to focus on mining, because we really need to upgrade our soldiers. Their levels are fine, but their equipment is dreadful. You're still using a wooden sword, for instance. 2 of them are. Okay, we helped out the rabbit. You're welcome. So, they were chasing after this rabbit. Thanks, you truly saved me. So the kobolds may have been chasing me because I might have stolen these from them, the young rabbit says bashfully. Here, you've earned them. Thanks. So we have a knight, and we've just equipped them with actually decent stuff, at least for their level. So they have iron plate mail and an iron short sword. This is because one of the merchants was thankfully a weapon merchant. So we sold almost all of our inventory of everything, and we've kitted out pretty much all of our people with at least basic stuff. They're no longer just wearing the defaults, which is So nice. Oh. So, lesson learned for the future, you can actually make these really basic market stands almost straight away. Those were not there the last time I played. Yep, and the Herbalist Guild as well. Well, that's stuff I did not consider. Well, on the upside, we now have the ornate market booth, which I think is the strongest one. So we have 3 of the regulars, one of those, and then a farmer's guild. So that's pretty nice. I really need to make a more permanent area for the market, so I'm thinking about just making this area here look nice, and then I'm thinking of re-adding the farm here, but making it look more like this, all nice and uniform and actually spread out, although it's less efficient. It's just so much more pleasant to look at. At the moment, people are generally very happy. We have no one who's upset, a lot of people who are merry, a few who are ecstatic. It's a lovely place to live. The Knight makes fighting a lot easier, so to be completely clear, the Knight will hold aggro because of its abilities, also take far less damage than all the other types. In fact, let's have a quick look, see all the different stuff you eventually get, because at the moment, you're very low level. Ooh, your attributes can be a little bit terrible, but still, job abilities, so at the moment, you have Fortify, which increases your health and speed, etc. Then you can Taunt, damage reduction, Fortify, damage reduction, Inspiring Presence, making everyone more courageous. Yeah, the Knights are just really good. What I need to make is some training dummies, because I still have a lot of level 1s. Ooh, you're glowy. Is that just because of your level? I think it is. Healing Tome or Scepter and Shield. I forgot you can make them melee as well. Nice. So we have 2 clerics at the moment. I could be making a 3rd since I have a high level herbalist, but we want to keep at least 1 herbalist at all times, and I don't really have a replacement yet. I'm going to grow some apples. Whoa, it really wants water. It needs 69.2, it's only getting 69, are you kidding me? Okay, what if I put it right up against the actual water like here? Now you're happy. The only thing you don't have is fertilizer, but still you'll grow nice and quickly. Sure, we'll have a tiny little orchard then of 3 trees. Brilliant. Okay, a random giant destroyed. Let's see what's in the chest. Just some steel. Still, bit of experience. So loads of things are spawning up here, which we can't really deal with. Also, I probably should get that meteorite chunk. It's still over here. It's the only one so far that's landed. But I'm fairly certain it's the blacksmith that can make something out of it, like a sword, I think. The Star Steel Longsword with a ridiculously good attack value. Inflicts Starstruck. Ooh. That's interesting. And can cause hamstrings. Requires 3 Star Steel ingots and any leather, and of course a much higher level than we currently have for our blacksmith. Whoa. Okay, that's a big boy. Zilla. Okay, can you please get to Zilla there before it reaches us? That would be great. Also, it gives you some time to run away if things get bad. We're currently 1 level away from the archer being able to use fire arrows, which I've already made, which is great. Currently, both of them are using the slowing arrows, so at least they slow down the target's movement speed. Ooh. It has an AoE. Interesting. Are all the minions here? No, I was about to say, where's the other cleric? Really would love that extra healing right now. Probably should micromanage it so we run out of that fire, but actually our healing's really good. Don't really know if they'd be able to respond in time. Okay, so that's the AoE. Can we get these 2 to scatter in time? Oh, we can. Cool. Well, good to know for the future. That's definitely what we should do. Although I think that one may have ran back too fast. Ooh, the knight is having a rough time. Might need him to run away just for a minute, just to get some health back. See, these are the kinds of fights I was expecting the whole time, honestly. Oh wow, it's just following the knight that whole time. Okay, now it's finally changed to the footman. Footman run away as well, while the knight returns. Like I was saying before, the arrows have slowed it down. Okay, knight, back up again. Now attack. Oh, why? Oh, why is there a single wolf? Okay, I think they'll fight back once it's in this mode I just called the emergency. When did the wolf get there as well? Okay, a single archer, please change target. I need to go and take out that wolf. So close. I think we've got it now. If we just keep up with the damage. And it took forever, but... any second now. Finally! Wow, that took ages. Some enchanted dust and a whole load of food. Glorious. Okay, where's that wolf? Ugh, incapacitated. Can someone please rescue our blacksmith? I think the Huns already took out the wolf, though I'm not seeing, well, I'm not hearing any combat music. Oh no, there it is. Made it run away. Ha. Well, the rabbit people are here, and they're terrifying. A group of 3 masked people calmly make their way towards the banner. They seem peaceful, greeting anyone who comes close with a strange but simple motion, spreading their hands open wide in a circle, then clasping them together as they bow their heads. You may not know, peaceful travellers, welcome! Upon reaching the point near the banner, the 3 masked individuals stop. Everything about them is strange. Their faces are completely covered by their masks, their heads covered in hoods, their hands covered in gloves. Their feet, so small, are sheathed in the tiniest of boots. The material of their garments seems to be otherworldly, shining in the sun and blowing in the breeze. And most notably, they each have a beautiful golden necklace with a massive sapphire. The masked figures look about them, inspecting buildings and garments. They seem as interested in our clothing as we are of theirs. The smallest one reaches out as though to touch one of our boots, but the tallest one makes a quick hissing noise, which forces the little one to straighten back up. The tallest figure takes a step forward and begins to speak. They make a large flourish of greetings, with their arms seeming to encompass all of the hearthlings who are nearby, and then speaks, their voice soft and a few octaves higher than their size suggests. "Disciples of Monkey, greetings! Of Hestia we travel, from royalty our lineage we introduce, please." The smallest figure raises their hands above their head and then bows deeply. As they move, their mysterious cloth flows and trails behind in motion. Their voice sounds more similar to squeaking gears than that of a voice we are used to, and is slightly muffled from behind the mask. "Lily of Hestia, Princess, Painter, Healer, Archer." A pleasure to meet you, Princess Lily. And the final one is Prince, Poet, Smith, and Warrior. And the final one, another princess, diplomat, weaver, and apparently lancer. All of you are welcome in our town. For our great journey we trek under the stars, of great abundance, darkness, and pain we find. Found as before, royals of Hestia declared, in need many. Many, bruised and beaten, many your kind, as well goblin, orc, bandage and salve, many wounds. So you need some more stuff, I'm assuming. Okay, continue. Of Hestia the light as gift we bring, nothing in return we request, understanding perhaps, friendship one day. Thank you for this wondrous gift. Oh, she just gave us something. Of great curiosity we are. Stay for a while to converse and learn, may we? Stay as long as you like. What did he actually give us? A lantern mace. Wield the holy light of Hestia in defense of your town. Interesting. A footman of level 5, two-handed... Oh, hopefully then, our footman who does love their two-handed weapons might be grabbing that soon. Meanwhile, a dangerous goblin, but too far away to actually be a concern. Yep, there we go. Our footman instantly picked it up, apparently really likes it, and also are really happy at the moment. Breathtaking bedroom. Yeah, I've been trying to add stuff to all the bedrooms, like carpets and everything else. It seems to be helping a lot. Getting a lot more very, very happy people right now. Decided to build some of the small shelters from the template because honestly they are absolutely adorable. So these should help to keep our animals nice and safe. I mean, so far the winters have been fine for them, although they've taken a little bit of damage occasionally, it's been very minor. I thought that one would have a bit of a problem because of that tree. Either way, knock that tree down when you can. So there's some small shelters. I don't think that'd really work for the sheep. Speaking of which, yeah, we did have 6, so I just harvested one of them. Wonder how much meat it gave me. Not many, just 1 raw mutton. Don't make that just yet. Because I don't have the bread or the pot pies ready, so there's no point in making that because it'll just instantly get eaten. Wonder how long it will last before it's rotten though. If it's in storage, I don't think it does go rotten, right? It's only if it's in just the general stuff. We'll see. Finally some training. I'm also building some of the final of our workshop items, so soon we can have our engineer, for instance. The engineer and the potter are both now available to us, leaving only the brewer and the geomancer. And I think the geomancer comes from the rabbit quest line? Though I may be mistaken there. So that's one of our 2 goals done. All of the professions unlocked, and then all we need is our 30 people, which we're not too far from, honestly. This has been a really nice time, just really chill. A little village, look. We need some more housing, so I am going to build 1 more of these basic cottages because I kind of like this row here. So 1 more cottage here, then I'm going to dedicate this section to farming. These are apple trees. Currently it's basically winter, so it's all leafless. Then over here, I don't really know, we have a lot of space. So this road can wrap around, and then this road can attach as well. A tavern, an engineering workshop, a geomancer tower, because I think that'd be cool, because since they're mostly mage-like. And then just a few more houses, I guess? The rabbits have been treated well, so they are of excellent quality. I hate the fact you have to manually choose the rabbits to remove. I wish there was just a button which said, once you hit max, remove one of the rabbits. Don't wave at the rabbit, that's just sad. Don't talk to the one I've chosen. Lots of wolves, but now our knight's leveled up, it's taking very, very little damage. Oh, it's a full raid. The captain and everything. Brilliant, our archer's level... Ooh. Oh, the new weapon must have a low chance of causing fire. I'm still not using fire arrows, yet they are definitely on fire. Yeah, with the higher level knights, higher level clerics, and everything else, we are just kind of immune to low level damage, it seems. Okay, you, from now on, will be using fire arrows as soon as you pick them up. Which you should do straight after this fight. I have at least 3 in stock. Okay, so apparently the forces of the undead are currently attacking a dragon boy. I will assist you as soon as it's daytime, I suppose. How do we get there? So I'm guessing you need to destroy those undead, so all I'm missing, I think, is 1 set of ladders. Okay. Whoa, those things hurt. Look how much health they're knocking off. Might need to run from that, gotta be honest. Maybe that poor dragon is gonna be left alone. Is that like breath attack it does, I think? Okay, for now, go and heal again. Then we'll go back in. If we keep doing that, hopefully we can take them out. Oh, we can cheese it just by doing this with the archers, apparently. While we heal up. Well, with the skeletons mostly gone, now just the large one to the small ones, I think we've got this. Now you, though, go and defend our villagers from the random goblins which just happened to spawn. Is that it? Excuse me, Mr. Dragon. I can't see any more. Oh, there's a hostile fire pit. I guess maybe that counts. Ah, Bluebell the sheep. I remember you. That was from one of the goblin people. Hey. Flux Ice Dragon. Thank you for coming to my rescue. I have long guarded this site, but I can no longer raise my sword or shield in defense. What were you protecting? It is a king's duty to protect the great dragon lineage, a duty that endures even through death. My spirit has kept this place hidden. Oh, you're an undead. Interesting. Veiled from sense and sight for as long as it could. I see now I can maintain my vigil no longer, and the dragon's oh, is it an egg? Interesting. How can we help? I'm fading fast, but I have given the last of my spirit to this egg of the great dragon, so that the dragonling inside may finally hatch into this world. I have known you for a very little time, children of monkey. Stop calling me that! But I trust you will aid this young whelp as you have aided me. May you carry yourselves with strength and compassion as the Dragonborn once did. Okay. Oh! Mark! Your name is Mark. Well, that's adorable. Hello, Mark. I'm guessing I'm gonna go back home then. Otto the Tender. Who is... Oh, good! The cleric who was talking. Excellent. So cute. At last, we have the food donation box, so we can build the Fountain of Plenty. That was an absolute nightmare to craft. If there's a way to store items and not allow our people to eat it, I couldn't find it. Tell me in the comments below if there is a way, because it feels like there should be a way, because that was the main issue. It was such a complex meal with so many long cooking parts, it was difficult to get enough parts together to then eventually build the actual donation box. But we finally have it, and it's going to go right here above the storage, and I've also now set up our Potter stuff. We're going to build a small building here next, because that's just been really good for adding extra aesthetic, because some of the pottery stuff is really good for that, and it's super easy to make. Also made loads of moon veils over here. Essentially, if you run past this section, you're guaranteed to get a lot of extra happiness for a while. Where is it? There we are. Pleasing aesthetics. Ooh, a lot of them are saying breathtaking. Yeah, and awe-inspiring. Maybe because it hasn't been there long enough. But either way, this area is really good, and a lot of them did get that. So we have mostly just incredibly happy people. No one's upset. A few people are neutral. That's it. Awe-inspiring aesthetics, awe-inspiring dining, awe-inspiring workshop, loves their job, sunshine and fresh air, even though it's been very cold, alone in my thoughts, which makes him happy, fruitful labours. This is the happiest person who has ever happied, and all they are is a little bit tired. I envy this man. I envy this man quite a lot, in fact. Though, he did just complete the Fountain of Plenty. I'm just going to pop right there for now. We can always move it later, so it's okay if it's a little bit off or anything. I'm also changing one more of our footmen into another archer. I really like the archers. In fact, I want to give one of them a crossbow, because apparently that's a thing, which I didn't realise. And with our lovely fountain of plenty placed, with the adorable chicken there, we have the missionary returning, along with Ratley and a lot of old friends. Basically, everyone's just showed up to congratulate us on now being a true town. As this shrine bestows its blessing on you all, take a moment to reflect on the world, its mysteries and its many bounties. May your town always be a happy home to its people, and a wellspring for the generosity of the Church of Plenty. Now enough somber platitudes, go enjoy the party. I think I saw Myrrh with some cake earlier. Okay, that's it, so... some wolves, but ignoring those. Yep, we have some people with 7 in certain stats. Including one of our clerics, now have 7 spirit. You have 8. How do you have 8 spirit? Why does my archer have 8 spirit? How did that happen? Look how happy our people are. So that was the main quest line complete. We now get the bonus of that. So all we need to do now is get to 30 people, and we need to get all of the jobs. We have everything except for a brewer. And, ooh, what is it? Oh, I thought that was a creature then, it's a tree. We don't have the brewer and we don't have the geomancer. They're the last 2 we need. Oh, you just knocked down a couple of doors. Rude. We now have access to a brewer and an engineer. So with the engineer, we can start putting down traps and also turrets. After play, shoots enemies from a distance, must be repaired after 20 usage. The steel crossbow for our archer, which is lovely. A turnip shooter, which is a nice basic turret. And the bronze crossbow, which is definitely what I want more than other things. Decoy traps, clamp traps, critter traps. Ooh, water gate. Interesting. Oh, yeah, we can start actually irrigating things properly with all this. Interesting. So for the potter's house, it's going to be fairly simple, but also quite big, so I want to have a lot of beds in there again. We're going to leave a hole here, because that's going to connect directly to the storage. And yes, I have basically just put the storage in a giant cave, and it's working pretty well. And of course, it'll have its own storage, which will be specialised. I've done that for every building now. So we have lots of silk and everything being kept at the tailor. We have all the metals over there. But things are running a lot smoother since I actually spent the good hour making sure every storage is in the right place. We'll do the same here. So we'll move those in as well. Other than that, going for just a basic house, I suppose? Though, we could make it a joint house with the engineer as well. The engineer also wants access to the storage and also all the stone and everything underneath. And metals. No, I think just for the potter for now. I do want some more buildings. It's still looking a little bit barren. Everyone has a bed. Everyone has a bed, everyone's happy, everyone's got good decor, so this is all we really need. Just after playing Kingdoms and Castles so much, it's so small in comparison. Then I think I'm going to make an official staircase here and make that all look nice. Yeah, that's what I'll go with. Okay, I quite like this one. Plus there's loads of upstairs storage and storage here as well above this section. Yeah, super happy with that. They'll probably error out for now though, since I need to move all this stuff first. But once that's done, we can build probably one of our largest designs yet. For the potter, and honestly for just a lot of housing. Meanwhile, let's move some of this indoors. Look at how happy my people are. Is there any neutral? Only the newest person. That's only because I've arrived very, very recently. My food quality has increased drastically recently. Now I'm making all the more advanced stuff. And yeah, just the aesthetics of the town and everything else is all really stacking up. The house is now being built. In addition to that, I'm also going to start building the staircase. Why do I still have a single carpenter's workbench here? You know what? You can join the other workbench. It feels wrong just destroying you at this point. You've been here since the very start of the game. A huge raiding party is about to hit us. Let's make sure they're all nice and ready for it. Okay. Go from there. Was that a sapper? Really? Hopefully there's enough of us here that'll be fine. I wish we had some kind of area of effect damage sometimes. Can we make bombs? Genuine question. We do have the engineer now. So what we need to do is put down some final walls as well. I haven't really bothered to wall up yet because the game honestly treats it a bit funny and sometimes things don't spawn. It's a whole thing I've experienced a lot in the past. But now we're nearing the end, I'm thinking big wall here, little wall there, little wall there, little wall there. Since I'm no longer using a trapper, we don't really need these sections. And then we can add some turrets and stuff and make a defensive segment there. Aww, they've got to pet one of those. Well, I'm afraid you're all very slow and kind of on your own now. And in case anyone's wondering, our little pet dragon's doing just fine. It's mostly eating rabbits now. Okay, so the first thing we just want to make then are drinks. Currently everyone's just drinking water. It's probably the main thing upsetting our people, just bland drinks. So what we want is berry juice. Now I am starting to grow some berries over here, but obviously we're going to need quite a lot of them. What else can I do to level up at minimum level? Because eventually, obviously, we can make alcohol. Unfermented fruity mead. Ooh, oh yeah, the bees as well. We never went into bees. There's so many things we didn't do in this run. Ooh, we are growing plums. All of these are plums. Once it's summer, we will be getting plums as well, so plum juice will definitely be a thing during the summer. Okay, well, when you can, I would like all of our berries to be used for juice. Other than that, not really much else I can do at the moment. Just need those berries. Yeah, so wildcats. Terrifying. Also a giant in the distance. Bought some berries, so now we're making some berry juice. The vast majority of our people are now jubilant. I think that really was the last thing they needed. They have hearty, healthy meals. Now they actually have a drink which isn't just water. The surroundings are beautiful. Everyone has a house already, and there's more homes coming down for the last few people. There's not much more we need. And we're only 5 people off our goal. Now, of course, we could increase how many people, but the game is now starting to lag just a little bit, so I think I will be sticking with the 30 goal I set at the start of the video. Okay, so the footman ran in first, got aggro, and instantly got knocked down. Really shows how sturdy the knights are in comparison to everything else. That knight's having no problem, the footman got just one-tapped. Trying to make the best weapons we can now. I do like the crossbow, but I think the bow's better, especially since you can do the double shot when they're max level. So I want all 3 of them with the best bow possible. This is taking so long. That footman represents so much of our damage. So one of the goblins quest lines is about to happen. So I say quest line, these ones you don't really have to do much for, it just kind of happens to you. I should be able to now make wind chimes. There we go. And that should stop a very angry ogre, which should be arriving somewhat soon, because the goblins have got more and more and more angry with me. So we are going to be able to block off all this side at least. So the only 2 directions they're really going to be able to attack us from is here and over here. So as long as we put the 2 chimes here and here, it will make the ogre fall asleep. And we've been given that recipe by a mysterious figure who's been talking to us for some time. You can see why I have to cut out a lot of the dialogue in this, because it is very long-winded and there's a lot of stuff being kind of thrown at us. Eventually the berries will grow. How is everyone currently? It's winter, so people aren't the happiest, but still, overall, we are a very happy town. Oh, the house got finished, I didn't notice. Lovely. And soon people will mine that, so we'll have a direct path from our storage to our new little home. Wonderful. Also, there's all undead over here and I'm just ignoring them. Is that rude? Well, we really are hitting the end of the game. So one last thing, this is Mer Burly Hands, I think the ruler of the Ascendancy, but by the way, someone who's very high up. And he's talking about re-embarking, so essentially you can restart the game, but you can bring some of your citizens and 10 items. So that's pretty good, considering how good your halflings are at this stage. And by 10 items, I'm fairly certain that means you could bring the Fountain of Plenty, if you put it back into a box. But we're not doing that just yet, thank you. We have so much livestock now, it's absolutely lovely. Our 2 shepherds are doing fantastically. I will fence all this off as well before we're done. I'm also hoping to wait around until at least summer, because I want the pear trees to finally have pears. I started growing them just before winter because I am a genius. Okay, apparently our pet dragon is growing, which is worrying. That's interesting. Apparently the copper dragon whelp we pledged to protect as the last wish of Flock's ice dragon, the dragonborn king, is growing. How large will it get? Will it ever fly? Will it be a fire hazard? So many questions, and we must wait. Oh, it is getting bigger. Please be a war machine of friendship. Oh, here comes a goblin, and turnips to the face. Oh, being killed by a projectile turnip, that's just embarrassing. Our town is now under attack by the mighty goblin army of Ogo Skullbunker, and will remain so until they are defeated or run away. The time for bravery has come. However, they don't seem to understand how to get to us. Well, that was an anticlimactic event. I probably should let them down. We do have the wind chimes here, so that will turn the ogre, I think, either to sleep or on our side. I can't remember which. So I built some ladders. Here come the goblins. I actually didn't expect the ladders to be built so quickly, so I'm a little bit off guard, despite the fact I allowed them here, but still. No, what I want is, yeah, defend this location. Come on, wind chimes, do your thing, please. Oh, there we go, straight away. Ogo Skullbunker waves to get his ogre's attention. Mountain, why you stop fighting? Aww. He doesn't want to fight anymore. Oh, does it stop the entire attack? Oh! Well then. I mean, shinies are a pretty good thing. Aw, what about you little people? If me no feel like fighting, what you do? Let's be friends, Mountain the Ogre. Fine, Mountain my friend. Me no go where he no go. Your town safe for now. We return when new Khan say so. And we get a gift of a plushy toy rabbit and 2 golden ingots. Thank you, Mountain the Ogre. I did, however, kill your wolves because they went a bit too far ahead. Oh no, I didn't. Everyone is happy. Except for this one wolf. What are you doing? Run away? Run away. Cactus armor. It hurts people who hit you. Well, that is interesting. No armor better than the stuff I've already got, though, I think. Well, except for that. The cleric stuff. Interesting. You know what? Sure, let's just sell some of this. Oh, the game is now starting to really lag. It's a struggle to do things, as you can see. So what I should really try and do as well is sell a lot of the entities, because the problem is I've got so many bits of stone and random stuff. Let's just sell stuff even if it's not really worth that much. For instance, I've got 200 herbs right there. That's way too many. The tavern is nearly built. The bottom section is going to be completely for our brewer. So I'm going to have to sort out the storage for that. That'll be fine. The engineering, I guess hut is just going to go here, because then it'll have easy access to all the stone and everything else. The blacksmith's a bit far away, but that's not a major problem. And I'm having to restart the game now every, like, 10-15 minutes, because the game starts to really chug otherwise. Oh, good, the wall over here finished as well. Okay, so that should be everything completely blocked except for up here. So every attack is going to go this way. How did I mess that up so badly? Okay, I'll make this look neater in a moment. Not really urgent, admittedly. We have 28 people, although it is now becoming very difficult to get new people. We need loads of net worth and loads of food each time. On the upside, winter is finally about to end. So we should probably end this run in summer. Well, spring. It is now officially spring, and with that we have 29 halflings, we have 22 chickens there, 24 there, we have a full 6 sheep, and of course we have a full 13 rabbits as well. So overall, a pretty decent population. Over here we have built ourselves a little tavern. On the inside we put all the stuff we need to make our juices and everything else and store them, and behind it we even have a little pear orchard, a plum orchard, which will eventually provide plum juice for the entire little community. Overall, things are looking pretty done at this point. All we need is a house for the engineer and now a last halfling, and we are done. And because it is spring, over here we have our pear trees, which are now looking a lot prettier, giving a lot more aesthetic. We also have the apple trees over here blooming, and we are building one more normal house. Since we had a couple of people sleeping on the floor, this should be it. I think at that point we have enough bedding for 30 halflings. Which is good because the game is also now crashing on a regular basis. We are hitting that point where the game is really struggling with this many halflings. There we go, our people running in to get a drink. We also have a well here just in case we run out of normal drinks. Well, better drinks, I should say. Yeah, not quite, but close. So this building's almost done. We're just adding a few things to the inside. Now, I'm still trying to think how I'm actually going to do the engineer building. Originally, it was going to be here, but I don't like the fact I wouldn't be able to see it. So I'm thinking instead, extending this wall up here, building the engineering hut here, adding the turrets here. Yeah, I think it'll look more defensive as well. You know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. Decided to make one large path here instead. It just looks more interesting in my opinion. Kind of wish I didn't build down here now because I could build one path all the way along, but you know, it's fine. Do we have these chairs finally done? Oh no, the carpenter was building stuff for the house first, that was right. Just busying myself with the jobs which currently aren't active, building all the buildings. So we're putting down some of these, just going to look really nice. Putting down lights everywhere is going to make everything look so much prettier at night. It's already a cute town. It's going to be shiny. Oh, I haven't seen these groups yet. So these groups are essentially your halflings reskinned against you. That is to say, they act like your halflings. So we have an archer there, we have a footman. I just killed a knight who randomly ran ahead way too far. There's their cleric, in fact they have 2 clerics. I love these fights. It's surprising I didn't see them earlier. It looks like they got caught up by something, some of them poisoned. Without their knight, we can just kind of wail on their DPS, and they should just go after our knight. I'm now remembering in previous runs I just kind of spam knights because I really, really love them. Sure, they don't do the damage of any of the other classes, but just that much health is so fun. Okay, we should probably actually be smart about this and all attack one of the healers. Focus fire. They have low health and low armor, and of course they are the healers. Like, basic stuff here. Guessing you're their boss because you're an archer, but you have way too much health. Lovely. Now I believe if you collect a lot of the general's hats and stuff, eventually you can summon another army to attack you with the Great Khan. Our last person. Wait, did that just say day 1001? No. I was not that slow, surely. Probably could have done better with this game. Still, what's our new fellow like? I think they always start off with some of their health missing because of the health increase from body, but it doesn't actually give you that health, it just gives you the new max health. That seems to happen a lot. Still, that's all 30 people, so we won't be getting new people ever again. Going a little bit over the top here for the last building we're going to build. So it's a doubling up the fortress. This will be for our engineer. I'm also going to be moving in the blacksmith. We'll keep the blacksmith house here for just housing. We'll move all the blacksmith stuff in here. There's going to be a hole in the bottom again, similar to the potter, so they have instant access to all of our inventory in the cave system. So after looking back at the footage, you know it's not been 1,000 days. We're on the next year. We start off on the year 1000, we're now on the year 1001. Still a ridiculous amount of days. Spring ends in 12 days, so actually, yeah, we're probably going to end this in summer and see our trees bloom. So it will be a full year, though. Which is good for the title. I spent a year building a military powerhouse with flowers. With a little baby dragon. Well, it took ages, but the building is now almost finished several days later, even though it was just a husk. And we're building some ladders which should go all the way down to our main storage. Don't really feel comfortable about these. Definitely wouldn't want to use them myself. Lovely, all working together. Now I think I do need to move this though. It might actually be blocked. So let's just flip it over here. So we can start building some more engineering stuff. Once the engineer is a higher level, we can put down more traps. And I would really like some of the basic turrets. Try and make 2 of those. Turrets in place, you have the 2 turnip throwers and the 2 turrets. I think if I keep leveling up my engineer, we can place more, right? Character sheet, abilities. Up to 8 turrets. Okay, so we need to level them up 2 more times then. So, what else do I want? I'd like a steel lock, because there's other things I want, like the vault. The refrigerator's interesting, so we can keep food for longer. The decoy trap seems interesting. I'd like a couple of those, since I forgot to put those on the building. Small refrigerator. I mean, we are going to need loads more of those, so sure, just to level up, I guess. I'll just do a couple of those. And then I'll try and build some more turrets once all of that is complete, and hopefully that'll be enough. Now, over here, I have no idea how this works, the copper pump, so once this is placed, we'll figure it out. Also, it honestly looks like the water's dropped since I've started the game, but I might be going crazy. No, that was always out of the water, right? Okay, so enable flow, extend water pipe. Extends a water pipe from this item. It can't be moved or undeployed while extended. Ooh. Can it only go up and down, or can it go to the side? Huh. Neat. Also, why aren't you leaving the water? Please get out of the water. Okay, I'm gonna force you out of the water before you start to drown. If you didn't know, halflings do have the power to teleport if they get stuck. Huh. So I'm guessing that's going to cause this to have more humidity. How does that... Has minus 77 water. I don't think it does, though. What? Okay, so that corn's broken, right? So Mark's talking to us. Greetings, friends, our family. We are finally grown enough to speak to your minds and hearts. Although surprising, there's a warm and fuzzy feeling inside everyone as Mark's voice rumbles in their heads. We want to thank you all for taking care of us, and for the name you've given us, Mark. However, you must know that this is not our real name. While we gladly and lovingly accept it, the time has come to embrace our lineage. He pauses for a brief moment. We are... Mark II, because I'm not going to read that. The last heir of the Great Dragon. We are a prince. Our baby is talking. Mark releases a long, deep laugh before finally resuming in a friendlier tone. Indeed, we can talk. We are no longer a whelp. We understand your awe before this revelation. It's a perfectly understandable reaction for the quaint and quick lives of the children of Monkey. Stop calling us that. We mean no offense, of course. However, everyone can tell he's smiling. We'll be forever grateful for the ultimate act of love and kindness provided by this town to the last Dragonborn king and to us. But a prince has duties. Oh no, is he leaving us? Okay, this is getting a bit long-winded. So, all dragons are connected. Apparently some of them have survived, which is a surprise to us. The dragons used to rule all over all of the other animals before the phoenix itself rose. Dragons and our shepherds, the Dragonborn, were divine creations, the first life, works of art. But soon it became clear that the world was not meant for us. The deities started bickering with each other and isolating themselves. Eventually cults formed and the Dragonkin Empire was removed. Also, like, it's just, I'm sorry. Although they're not rebuilding the Empire, he is now off to seek out the other dragons and form their own little place in the world. So you're leaving? Well, yes, but not now. We're still growing, learning and understanding our world. The warm and fuzzy feeling inside comes back. For now, we shall remain Mark, your folks' loved and prized companion. But when the time comes, we shall talk again. There's a lot you must know before we go. Until then, we shall fight for this town to protect it, to protect our family. Ooh, fantastic. So, they're more military now. Where are they, is the question. I have no idea how to find them. How do you find pets? Oh, yeah, Mark's grew. Mark's definitely grew. Oh. Defending Otto while he sleeps. So we have his little traps here, his little critter traps. And apparently that locks them in place for a short while. Where are my troops? There they are, finally. Maybe I should just keep them here. You can do that, but station them. Yeah, probably the best. Still doesn't know if the turrets actually do half decent damage. Certainly help out the soldiers here. Well, the turrets are certainly fun. So over here, we're now trying to figure out this. So yeah, how it scales is once you put down the pipe, you then put the next pump. I thought you'd put all pumps next to each other and it would just increase the force of them. No. It's amazing that irrigation is like the last thing I'm learning here. So I even had a misconception earlier. I thought that this was the overall water level it's going to have, but if it rains it affects it, if the heat affects it from the sun, and that makes complete sense. If for some reason it just didn't click that way in my head. So, we are currently flooding it, but that still isn't irrigating it more than its neighbours. Which is interesting. Now it started raining, that's just changed. So how this works is general environment and irrigation within the blue outlined regions, which you can see here. So, I guess really what it wants is proper pools. So it wants water to be stationary around it, which again makes sense. So if I were to make these farms now to try and get maximum yield, it'd be something like farm, and then a dugout section, farm, dugout section, farm. Oh yeah, I mean look at that. That's exactly how it should be done. Okay, let's set up at least one of these, and let's figure this out. That has 28. This newly irrigated farm has 50.4. Okay, so that's pretty much the way to do it. Now, of course, the much easier way, and what I've currently got set up, is just to have this pipe on the correct height already. Right now, it just drops water, which will be prone to flooding. You can then also add one of the water gates, so you can just turn them off and on to allow fluid to simply go through, so I could drain this if it gets too much. Ooh, actually, there is one type of crop I haven't built yet, which is rice. Long growth time requires flooding. Okay, so let's dig this down then, and let's make ourselves a small rice paddy. Yep, it's flooded, which is what it wants. However, it only has 19 water, somehow. I don't quite get how it gets the numbers sometimes. Maybe it needs deeper water in this case. This is such a silly way to do this. There we are, and there we go. Though it's not getting enough sunlight yet because it's so such a small little crevice we're building in. But okay, so that's how that all works. It's actually fairly simple, and I wish I did this sooner because, oh, I could have had some really gorgeous looking farms. Or we could have built a super fountain or a waterfall using this. It is now summer, so at very minimum we have now been here for a full year. And once again, our town items are full. Now, because it's summer, we should start seeing fruits on our trees very soon. We have a chestnut tree, which is summer and autumn. We have a pear tree, summer and autumn, and a plum tree, once again, summer and autumn. Just kind of waiting around for it. Also, I decided to see if these walls are waterproof. It seems like they are. However, it's not really filling, so I'm not too sure how the fluid dynamics really work. I imagine if we destroyed this, it would instantly flood, though, so let's do some science. This took 2 days to build, and instantly, goodbye. Yep, now it's flooding out again. Well, I quickly built a pit and proved that you can in fact at least move the main body of water to other places, so if I ever wanted to, I could flood an entire area. But now, I think it's time to check out the new adventure. We are done here. We have everything I wanted to do, so now I'm sending over the knight, our engineer, and our blacksmith, which is a very weird combo, I admit, but still, this is what I kind of want to do right now. And we're also going to send over some of the basics, so a carpenter's saw, the herbalist, a trapper's knife, and a weaver. Don't really need the cleric's tome since the herbalist can make that themselves eventually. And then I'd like some hearty food, so some perfect vegetable stew. And a drink. Now the issue is, these will have to make their own workshops, which are a little bit expensive as well, but I'm assuming we can very quickly get masons and everything else, especially once the carpenter's online, so having these high level is probably still the best, because how long it takes to level these people up. You know what? We're just going to go with this. I'm going to see just how bad of an idea it is, since this is more just a test how this works. Everyone's throwing a party for those who leave us. And they are gone. So I assume we have to start a new game to do that? Ah, yep, there we go. Re-embark. So we get the 3 locked people and then 2... Oh, so do we still get a starter cache then? Also, I just realised how bad the stats are on our blacksmith. Oh, I did not need to bring some of the stuff I brought. Well, that's why we're doing this. And so in the future, we know not to do what I just did. Yep, it's what you'd expect. So we already have a level 6 knight, the level 5 engineer, and the level 3 blacksmith. And obviously with that kind of roster, we would go with the underground build, where our people don't mind cramped locations, and we get more ore. But maybe that's something for the future. For now, though, I think we've achieved all of our goals. We've got all of the classes except for the Geomancer, which simply didn't happen this time around, sadly. We got 30 people, which is a major thing there. And we also kept our camp completely safe from all attacks. We have a really good military, and honestly, we had so many farmers and everything near the end, we could easily add more footmen or healers or anything else to simply compensate if things did get more difficult. This was such a fun run. It took me like a week to record at this point, and I'm just about to start editing it all together, and I really do hope you've enjoyed it as well. The game is a bit abandoned at the moment. There are definitely some quirks and bugs about it and performance issues, but there is something about this game which has me hooked. I absolutely love Stonehearth. Would I recommend it to people? I don't know, but I would definitely say give it a look. So with that, and a bit of a ramble and me finally going to bed, I do hope you have a lovely day. And of course, likes, favourite, shares, comments, all the good stuff, helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that these random one-offs are something you wish to see in the future. Thank you, and goodbye. I assume he's the new chief of this new village. Well done, Mard.